Well, speaking of Africa, you're actually a king in Ghana. King Aktupan?
Odupan.
Odupan, sorry.
Yeah, what you're reading on my face is like I told you. Like I'm incredibly shy when it comes to. If you give me a compliment, I will run from you. I will just go, thank you, and hopefully that thing passes because I'm not comfortable with that. So when that happened to me in Ghana, I thought we were watching the ordainment of, if you know who Bozoma Saint John is. She's huge. She's a major player in Africa, in the world. She's now president of marketing for Netflix.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right. This was part of the Ghana Year of Return?
yeah, year of return.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, so I thought that it was culminating with her being ordained and she's being installed as queen and royalty. But to my surprise, they had plans for me and called me up, and I thought, am I being pranked? But this was something that was, I mean, we took boats and buses to get to this palace to visit the royal palace. When I was called up, and I had to absorb things as I went. I didn't realize this was something that they felt that there was a sign prior to me even coming. They knew that my lineage was, my people were from Ghana. They told me about a lot of things that they had done. They were in silence and like kind of in this, I don't know, this procedure that they went through, saying there was going to be a return of this person, that turned out to be me. But man, it's on YouTube. You see the freak out that I'm going through. But all I say is that, okay, what it means to me is that, I mean, if you're considered a king or royalty, it's not about them worshiping you. It's about you doing something with that. So my whole focus is I have to do something with that power. And so now, I'm not to put all the business out there, but I have to have constant connections with the king and, implement plans. And, since I have a concentration on education and certain things I can do for the Akwamu, which is kind of like, it's not just Ghana, but it's several countries. There's like, the African diaspora is broken up in several kingdoms.
Yeah.
There's Ashanti, there's Akwamu, there's...
Yeah. I interviewed this rapper named Sakrdi, who's the big artist in Ghana, the big rapper in Ghana. He talked about the whole the Year of Return.
Most people who are disconnected and some that had family back home are back to their families. There's a lot of people coming back. And that's why when I had opportunity to be on the stage at the BET Awards, I made it clear that they should come back home because last year was the Year of Return. It's like a movement to make people come back home. So I endorsed it because I believe in that.
The Year of Return, that's amazing.
Yes. So last year's the Year of Return. This year, I don't know if it's official, but they didn't want to keep it just last year, just being the Year of Return, because it's a whole movement. It's not going to be just a year. This is a way of thinking way forward. So I think moving on, they were trying to, the tag, I think it was Beyond the Return. So now it still keeps going. Like people needs to come back. The lifestyle in the States, I've been there. I've been to London. I've been to Germany. I've been to, yes, God has been good. I've been to a lot of countries, but I feel our people are not living life to the fullest where they are until they return back home. And then As soon as they come back home, most of them don't want to come back. I know a lot of people that came in for just a visit, and these guys don't want to go back. You know, so it's just a sense of pride knowing that you have a home to go to as Black people.
Yeah.
You know, that's actually how he hooked up with Idris Elba. who I
Yeah,
guess
Idris was there.
Yeah, Idris's mother is from Ghana.
Yeah.
And they actually did a song together in a music video and
Yeah.
everything else like that.
Yeah. I was shocked when I was in Ghana. I've been in 8 different places in Africa. And again, that whole thing of, I don't know if I got a learning disorder or not, but I don't, like me never thinking about who I am or that people see my movies or anything. We leave the slave castle and I got carried off by a huge crowd. They carried me off like I just won the World Cup. And it was frightening because I had no control of anything, and I had to try to get them to bring me back to the buses.
that way.
Right, yeah. My daughters were crying because it's like, oh, that's our protector has just got snatched off. And I'm like, and after I was royalty, it was like everybody in Ghana knew. I couldn't shop anymore. I had to have
Security?
people. It was crazy.
Wow.
But it's like, but I've been to different places in Africa. Like I remember when me and my wife went to Nairobi, we get off the plane, we get to the hotel, and there's this big celebration going on. And it's like, oh, there's a celebration going on. Let's work our way around it. I'm thinking about, I can't wait to get in the room and get to the bathroom or whatever. I get out and the celebration is following me, and I didn't know the celebration was about me. I forget. Yo, dude, you the guy beating up everybody, you beating up white folks in movies. So to African, that's like, yo, he's like, that's the dude. I don't think of it because that whole ego thing, I don't think that way. But I forget what that means to other people.
Yeah.
So it's like, so I understand that, I have a lot of weight on me and I have a lot of responsibility. Even though I'm trying to be humble with this shit, I do have a responsibility. And like, that keeps me on the straight and narrow because my story can't go out like it could have went out. I got to take care of stuff, and because there's not a whole lot of role models out there for us.